Have you ever looked into the eyes of a creature that has no words, but tells you everything with silence? This is the story of such a moment. A moment when fate placed a dying bird at my feet, and my life changed forever. It was a cold, cloudy morning. I had gone for my usual walk on the trail behind my house. Everything was quiet, the kind of silence that only early mornings know. But then I saw it, a small black crow, lying still on the walking track. His wings were outstretched like he had fallen from the sky, his eyes were half open, and his breathing was shallow, almost gone. Most people wouldn't stop for a crow, but something inside me couldn't walk past him. I bent down and gently lifted him. He didn't resist. He didn't even move. That's when I knew he was on the edge of life. I brought him home. My brother Michael stared at me with a puzzled look as I entered the house with the bird wrapped in a towel. "What's that?" he asked. "A crow," I said, setting him down. "He's still alive." Michael raised his eyebrows, but didn't say anything. "That's just how he is. He doesn't speak much, but he always helps." I named the crow Shining. Maybe it was because of his black feathers, or maybe because he arrived in my life like a silent shadow. We didn't know what we were doing, but we tried everything. I made a small nest in a cardboard box. We gave him water with a spoon, crushed bread and soaked grains. I looked up crow treatments online and even added vitamins to his food. We kept him warm, and I talked to him every day. Days passed. Shining didn't move much. He just stared at us with dark, intelligent eyes. He never cawed, never flapped, just watched. But then, on the 7th day, he moved. His feet twitched, his wings stretched, and for the first time, I saw him hop. By the 10th day, he stood on his feet, still weak, but strong enough to face the sky again. That morning, I took him outside. The sun was finally shining. I opened the box, looked at him, and said, "You're free now, Shining. Go." He stepped onto the ground, flapped once, twice, and then he flew. I stood there for a long time, watching him disappear into the sky, feeling both joy and a strange kind of sadness. I thought it was goodbye, but Shining had other plans. I thought Shining was gone. I had done my part. I gave him a second chance at life, and I was proud of that. But deep down, I missed him. A strange bond had formed in those 10 days. I didn't know it yet, but Shadow hadn't left me. Not really. The very next morning, I heard a soft flutter at the front gate. When I stepped outside, I saw him sitting proudly on the iron gate, looking at me. It was Shining. He didn't come close. He didn't ask for food. He just sat there, like a soldier on watch. Then, as the sun rose higher, he flew away. The next day, he came again. Same time, same place. And the day after that. And again. It became routine. He became routine. Sometimes he sat on the gate, other times on the roof. He didn't beg or cry or cause trouble. He just watched, silently, as if he was making sure we were okay. At first, we thought it was just coincidence. Maybe he liked the house, maybe he liked us. But then came the day when we realized the truth. Shining hadn't returned out of habit. He had come back with purpose. It was a calm afternoon. Michael's children were playing in the backyard. I was inside, sipping tea and reading by the window. Then, I noticed something strange. Movement in the tall grass near the wall. At first, I thought it was a toy or a blowing leaf. But then, I saw it clearly. A snake. Long, black, silent, slithering directly toward the house. My heart stopped. I ran toward the back door, yelling for the kids to come inside. But before I could even reach the door, he came. Shining. He dove from the rooftop like lightning, wings stretched wide, voice shrieking like a siren. He struck the snake with his beak, then flapped around it, hitting it again and again. The snake coiled and hissed, trying to escape. But Shining didn't let it. With the final strike, he drove it into the bushes. And just like that, the threat was gone. Michael and I stood there in shock. The kids clapped from behind the windows. Shining returned to the gate, calm and still, like a knight returning to his post. From that day forward, we never doubted it. He wasn't just a crow. He was our guardian. Now, every morning when I open the door, I look for him, He's always there, sitting like a statue, watching over the house. Sometimes he caws softly, like he's saying good morning. Other times, he just stays silent, scanning the skies. He doesn't live in a cage, he doesn't eat from our hands, but his loyalty is stronger than chains. And every time I see him, I remember that life is full of silent protectors, angels in strange forms. Some wear armor, some wear feathers, and some are named.